Hey guys, and welcome to Game Gengo, a video series dedicated to learning Japanese through video games. Each episode will focus on a section of the video game's story, which we will then break down with both the English translation as well as the literal translation, to best help you learn the Japanese language, not only in a fun way, but also to take a look at the translator's interpretations of the characters and their personalities with the language they choose to use. The first game we'll be starting the series with is the long-awaited remake of Final Fantasy VII. First, the videos will be broken down into four main sections. The first section is the immersion section. This stage is where we immerse ourselves in the Japanese language. Our goal here is to try and listen and see how much we can understand, even if it's just a little bit, in order to get ourselves used to the sounds of the Japanese language, and also to slightly test ourselves and simulate what it would actually be like in a fully Japanese environment. Next is the analysis stage. This is where we take the language from the video and we break it down into sections. First we'll have the Japanese sentence with the English translation, as well as a short literal translation next to it. And then on the other side, we will have a list of all the vocab that is used in that sentence, a breakdown to help you understand and see the structure of the sentence. The third stage is the review stage. This is where we go over some of the words that we've learnt in this episode, and more importantly, getting you ready for the fourth stage, the battle stage. The battle stage is a quick quiz where we have 10 seconds to try and fill in the blanks of 10 sentences throughout the video. After the 10 seconds are up, the correct answer will be displayed on the screen and we'll move on to the next word. While doing the quiz, try and keep track of your correct answers so that you can use it in the future, whether you're going to share in the comments with other people or whether you're going to compare with yourself a week later and see how many of the words you've remembered and see how much you've improved. Okay, so that is the 4 stages. Let's get into the video. Okay, the first sentence that we're going to be looking at today is Ikuzo Shinri. So here we have Barrett calling out to someone on top of the train, and he's saying, "Get down here, Merc." That is the English translation from the English video game. However, the kind of more literal translation is "Let's go, Ikuzo." Iku to go, and zo is kind of a strong emphasis on the end of sentences, a very anime style emphasis. And then we have Shinri, which is a newcomer or a rookie So here we can see that the translators decided to avoid a kind of strange sounding English sentence, "Let's go, newcomer." No one really says that. Instead, they opted for more natural, "Get down here, merc." So here we kind of have it shows Barrett's character. He's a little bit bossy, but it also introduces the new character hiding on top of the train who's a mercenary. So it gives you some kind of information. Okay, so the next sentence we're looking at, Cloud has jumped off the train, made a really cool pose, and he has arrived in Maker Reactor number 1. Or, in Japanese, as we can see here, is Ichiban, number 1, Makoro, Maker Reactor, Bakuha Sakusen. Now this is an introduction to the bombing mission. Now the actual English translation that they've decided on Final Fantasy VII Remake is more the destruction of Maker Reactor number 1. However, if you've played the original Final Fantasy VII, you may be aware that this area is kind of known to be the bombing mission, and this is where that comes from. Bakuha kind of being an explosion, and Sakusen is kind of like a military operation or a tactics, but here it's kind of like a mission. Okay, nice and short, we just have stop! Tomare! Very simple, very easy. The guard, stop, or I'll shoot. Stop! Tomare! Okay, and after telling Cloud to stop, the other guard says, "Who goes there? Who is there?" So we have here, Nani mono da. Nani is what, mono is thing or person, so nani mono, what person, da is des, to be, but it's kind of strengthening the question. So you can see here that in both sentences, there isn't actually a question mark. It's still a question, but they're just strengthening it with da, or in English, with the exclamation mark. Okay, and now Barrett has being very cool and quiet, and he just says, "Debanda." So it's your turn. Kind of here we see in the dictionary translation, it's one's turn, one's time on stage. So here you can kind of see that he's saying, this is your time to shine, go do your thing. Debanda, it's your turn, or the English translation, you're up. Okay, the next word, shinyusha. So the sentence is shinyusha ka, meaning a question. So they're asking you, are you a shinyusha, which is an intruder. Now obviously in English that's a little bit of a strange thing to say. Are you an intruder? Me? No, I'm not an intruder. It's a little bit strange. So the English translator has decided to go down, you're coming with us. So it's a little bit more of a authority position. You're coming with us. We've captured you. So here, again, the question here is ka. So in the English translation, they've decided not to make it a question because it's strange, and so it's an order. Okay, here we have two. We have otonashiku shiro and warawaseru na. So the first one, if we have a look here, otonashiku shiro. So otonashiku comes from otonashi, and shiro is an order to do something. So suru is to do, shiro is telling someone to do it. So here, otonashiku shiro. Or you could say, for example, benkyou shiro, study. I'm telling you to study, not benkyou shite kudasai, benkyou shiro. It's an order. So here they're saying otonashiku, which is to be kind of obedient. So they're telling Cloud, be obedient, right? Otonashiku shiro. And then the next one, warawaseru na. So that's don't make me laugh. So warawaseru is to make someone laugh. Warao is to laugh. Warawaseru is to make laugh. And then at the end we've got na. So this na is saying don't do something, right? Nomu na, kiku na, warawaseru na. Don't do this. So you can see that the English translation we have nice and easy for otonashiku shiro. So very, very different. It actually means behave yourself, but they're kind of saying, oh, come on, nice and easy, don't do anything stupid. And then the other English translation that they've decided to do is just Cloud saying, I don't think so. So again, with warawaseru na, the English translators decided to go down more of a road, making Cloud sound really cool, like, I don't think so. Instead of the cold sounding, don't make me laugh. It sounds a little bit more cold. It's a little bit more like a Sephiroth thing to say, like, don't make me laugh. So instead, the translators have decided to go more of a cocky route rather than a cold, cocky route for Cloud. Okay, so Cloud has now just killed those two guards, poor guards, and he said warukunai. So warui is to be bad, nai is not. So warui nai, warukunai. That's how you conjugate I adjectives into the negative form. So warukunai, oishi, delicious, oishikunai. Smelly, kusai, kusakunai. So here, warukunai. And the English is exactly the same as the Japanese in this case, not bad. So pretty good translation there, exactly. Not bad, warukunai. Okay, so Cloud is now entering the train station of the Mako reactor, and this time, very similar to the last sentence, the previous sentence we had, nani monoda. Here we have nani gotoda. So here, instead of saying who is it, mono, he's talking about the thing, the event, what's happening, right? So nani gotoda is what thing, right? What thing is happening? What the hell is going on? So exactly as the English translators have said, what in the hell? Or the literal translation, what's going on? What the hell? Great. Oi, so now they're trying to apprehend Cloud once again, and they're saying, oi, tomare. Oi, tomare. Very Australian. Oi, oi, mate. Oi is just, hey, hey, you. And tomare, again, to stop. So, hey, you, stop. So the English translators have instead decided to go down a more road of, hey, hands where I can see them. Kind of similar to nice and easy, hands where I can see them, kind of similar vein of language. It's a little bit boring just to say, hey, stop, hey, stop. A little bit boring. So the translators here have decided to go for a more interesting use of the language. So hands where you can see them. Oi, tomare, stop. Okay, and the last word, a very, very fitting word, we have gokuro-sama. Gokuro-sama means thank you for your hard work. So with this this sentence here, it's a little bit strange to say thank you for your hard work. Jesse's leaving Cloud to go do all the dirty business. So instead of saying that in the English, they've decided to say have fun. Pretty fitting, gokuro-sama, have fun, in this context. But don't use it in any other context for having fun. It just means thank you for your hard work. Just like right now, gokuro-sama, thank you for your hard work. You've now learnt a bunch of words. Okay, so on to the review section of the video. We are going to start off at the top here. We have iku, to go, ikuzo. We have ikuzo, shiri, shiri, newcomer. The next word, tomare, is to stop. We have nanimono, so what person, who is it? Nanimono da. Deban, your turn, your time to shine. Debanda. Then on the next side, we have shinyusha. Shinyusha, ka, a question, ka for the question particle. And we have to behave, otonashiku, otonashi. The next one is the imperative form of suru, to order someone to do something, shiro, benkyou shiro, otonashiku, shiro. Then we have warawaseru, na. So warawaseru, make laugh, na, don't make me laugh, warawaseru na. Okay, and on the third section here, we have warui, bad, to be bad at something, and nai. So warui, nai, warukunai. Going down, we have nani gotoda. So nani mono, what person, nani goto, what thing. Okay, so koto is a thing, nani koto, nani goto. And then we have oi. Australians, this will be very easy for you. Oi. Hey, oi. Oi! Easy. And the final one, gokuro-sama. Okay, so now onto the battle stage. Good luck.
何者だ。おとなしくしろ。笑わせる。出番だ。侵入者か。何事だ。
ご苦労様。
Yay, congratulations. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you've learned some language. Hopefully you've improved your Japanese. Thank you for watching. Please hit that subscribe button and the like button if you enjoyed what you saw. Please leave some comments down below if you have any feedback, whether you found it too easy, too difficult, whether you would like anything. Try and see what I can do for you. And please feel free to post your quiz results down in the comment section below. I would love to see how well you did. Thank you very much. See you next time.